before we locked the doors, everybody knew who was bringing pie on Fridays, who just painted something blue. The whole street felt connected, like one family. Trust lived here for years. Back before we locked the doors, nothing felt too far. Every porch light shining looked just like a star. Now every quiet evening brings those days to me. Back before we locked the doors. Kids played until supper. Someone called their names. Every little front yard felt exactly the same. The world was small enough to know everyone. Those nights still glow. Back before we locked the doors, nothing felt too far. Every porch light shining looked just like a star. Now every quiet evening brings those days to me. Back before we locked the doors, maybe kindness was always next door, waiting with the light on. Waiting with the light on. Waiting with the light on. Waiting with the light on.
Barefoot across the meadow, morning on the ground. Wildflowers lean beside us without making a sound. The breeze moves through the clover like a gentle wave. Nothing asked us where to go. Barefoot across the meadow, under open skies, carrying little pieces of our younger lives. Now every springtime morning feels the same somehow. Barefoot across the meadow. every springtime morning feels the same somehow. Barefoot across the meadow, barefoot across the meadow. Freedom never needed shoes. Only open fields.
The dashboard glowed in amber, 11:30 now. The radio played softly, without asking how. The county lines grew smaller with every mile I drove. Some roads don't lead away. Driving home before midnight with the windows down. Every passing mile brought my old life back around. Now every lonely highway feels a little less unknown. Driving home before midnight. A diner sign was shining just outside of town. Nothing there had really changed since I'd been around. Sometimes coming back feels easier than leaving. Home waited quietly. Driving home before midnight with the windows down. Every passing mile brought my old life back around. Now every lonely highway feels a little less unknown. Driving home before midnight. Maybe every long road was leading here. One more mile to go. One more mile to go. And now every lonely highway feels a little less unknown. Driving home before midnight. Driving home before midnight. Maybe every long road was leading here. One more mile to go.
Coffee warmed the wooden table before the daylight came. The sky was slowly turning blue, everything the same. The windows held the silence like they always knew. Every morning started gently before the morning birds began their little songs. The world was still enough to know where I belong. Now every early sunrise brings those moments home before the morning birds. The kettle softly whispered, steam rose through the light. Nothing felt forgotten, everything felt right. Some mornings stay forever inside the heart. Hope arrived with daylight before the morning birds began their little
without a warning. The truck was packed outside. I took one look behind me before the long drive. The wind found every memory I forgot to hide. Goodbyes rarely sound loud. Leaving with the windows down, breathing in the air, taking little pieces of my hometown everywhere. Now every autumn morning feels like that first drive, leaving with the windows down. The grain fields slowly disappeared beyond the mirror's view, but every mile ahead of me still carried something true. Some places never leave us, even after goodbye. Even after goodbye. Leaving with the windows down, breathing in the air, taking little pieces of my hometown everywhere. Now every autumn morning feels like that first drive, leaving with the windows down. You can leave the map behind, not the memories. Breathing in the air, taking little pieces of my hometown everywhere. Now every autumn morning feels like that first drive, leaving with the windows down. Even after goodbye, you can leave the map behind.
Every window glowed at dusk. One by one they shined, golden light on quiet streets like stars before the night. The town grew soft and gentle as the daylight disappeared. Evening knew our names. Every window glowed at dusk like a welcome home. Every little light said we'd never be alone. Now every autumn sunset paints the same old view. Every window glowed at dusk. The curtains slowly settled, the laughter filled the air. Dinner waiting on the table, love was everywhere. The smallest lights burned the brightest. Home was made of moments. Every window glowed at dusk like a welcome home. Every little light said we'd never be alone. Now every autumn sun
took the long way home today, past fields already turning gold. Every fence and mailbox looked just like before. The afternoon was quiet, enough to hear my thoughts. Some roads deserve more time. Long way through September, under open skies. Sometimes getting lost again helps you realize home was never waiting, it was walking by my side. Long way through September, a red-tailed hawk was circling above the harvest wind. Funny how familiar things can make you young again. Nothing had to happen for everything to matter. The silence said enough. The best roads don't need a destination. Only daylight left. Gloves, you realize home was never waiting, it was walking by my side. Long way through September, long way through September, under open skies. Sometimes getting lost again helps you realize home was never waiting, it was walking by my side. Long way through September. The best roads don't need a destination. Only daylight left. Only daylight left. Only daylight left. Only daylight left. Only daylight left.
Saving Sunday for home before another week. Coffee on the front steps, birdsong in the trees. No plans wherever needed to fill the afternoon. Rest came naturally. Saving Sunday for home, where my heart belongs. Every quiet hour still feels soft and strong. And now every Sunday morning calls me back again. Saving Sunday for home. Grandma waved from down the road, kids rode by on bikes. Someone laughed across the yard, everything felt right. The day moved Leaving Sunday for home, where my heart belongs. Every quiet hour still feels soft and strong. Now every Sunday morning calls me back again, saving Sunday for home. The best days asked for nothing more than being together.
Nothing needed fixing, not that afternoon. The mower sat beside the shed, still smelling like June. Dad was on the back steps, watching clouds roll by. We had nowhere else to be. Nothing needed fixing, everything felt right. Simple little moments stayed with me for life. Now every lazy weekend finds me back out there. Nothing needed fixing. Dog slept in the shade, the fence leaned just enough. Nobody complained about the little stuff. Maybe that's what peace was, a slow and steady day. Nothing needed fixing, everything felt right. Simple little moments stayed with me for life. Now every lazy weekend finds me back out there. Nothing needed fixing. The richest days asked for nothing except our time. Except our time.
Raindrops found the old tin roof like a slow, familiar tune. The daylight softened quietly in the middle of June. We stayed beside the window, listened to the sky. Storms never lasted long. Watching rain on tin roofs while the world slowed down. Every little heartbeat became the only sound. Now every summer rainfall brings me back once more, watching fields beyond the hillside were greener than I'd seen. Some afternoons still linger after all these years. Rain washed everything but memories. Watching rain on tin roofs while the world slowed down. Every little heartbeat became the only sound. Now every summer rainfall brings me back once more, watching rain on tin roofs. Every storm leaves room for sunlight again. The birds began to sing. The birds began to sing. Now every summer rainfall brings me back once more, watching rain on tin roofs. Watching rain on tin roofs while the world slowed down. Every little heartbeat became the only sound. Now every summer rainfall brings me back once more, watching rain on tin roofs. Watching rain on tin roofs.
Where the gravel road ends, the open fields begin. The wind still knows the stories of everywhere we've been. The sunset crossed the fences without making a sound. Evening came so easy. Where the gravel road ends, my heart slows down again. Every faded fence post still feels like an old friend. Now every drive back home starts with that same view, where the gravel road ends. Where the gravel road ends. The last mailbox leans sideways, just like years ago. The old oak kept its promise, never letting go. Some places never change because they don't have to. The road still leads me home. Where the gravel road ends, my heart slows down again. Every faded fence post still feels like an old friend. Now every drive back home starts with that same view, where the gravel road ends. Home was never at the end of the road. It was the journey back. The journey back. It was the journey back. Now every journey back home still feels like an old the gravel road ends, where the gravel road, where the gravel road ends, roast. Back before we locked the doors, everybody knew who was bringing pie on Fridays, who just painted something blue. The whole street felt connected, like one family. Trust lived here for years. Back before we locked the doors, nothing felt too far. Every porch light shining looked just like a star. Now every quiet evening brings those days to me. Back before we locked the doors, kids played until supper. Someone called their names. Every little front yard felt exactly the same. The world was small enough to know everyone. Those nights still glow. Back before we locked the doors, nothing felt too far. Every porch light shining looked just like a star. Now every quiet evening brings those days to me. Back before we locked the doors. Maybe kindness was always next door, waiting with the light on, waiting with the light on. Back before we locked the doors, nothing felt too far. Every porch light shining looked just like a star. Now every quiet evening brings those days to me. Back before we locked the doors, back before we locked the doors, back before we locked the doors.
Barefoot across the meadow, morning on the ground. Wildflowers lean beside us without making a sound. The breeze moved through the clover like a gentle wave. Nothing asked us where to go. Barefoot across the meadow, under open skies, carrying little pieces of our younger lives. Now every springtime morning feels the same somehow. Barefoot across
dashboard glowed in amber. 11:30 now. The radio played softly without asking how. The county lines grew smaller with every mile I drove. Some roads don't lead away. Driving home before midnight with the windows down. Every passing mile brought my old life back around. Now every lonely highway feels a little less unknown. Driving home before midnight. A diner sign was shining just outside of town. Nothing there had really changed since I'd been around. Sometimes coming back feels easier than leaving. Home waited quietly. Driving home before midnight with the windows down. Every passing mile brought my old life back around. Now every lonely highway feels a little less unknown. Driving home before midnight. Maybe every long road was leading here. One more mile to go. One more mile to go. Now every lonely highway feels a little less unknown. Driving home before midnight. Driving home before midnight with the windows down. Every passing mile brought my old life back around. Now every lonely highway feels a little less unknown. Driving home before midnight. Maybe every long road was leading here. One more mile to go.
Coffee warmed the wooden table before the daylight came. The sky was slowly turning blue, everything the same. The windows held the silence like they always knew. Every morning started gently before the morning birds began their little songs. The world was still enough to know where I belong. Now every early sunrise brings those moments home before the morning birds. The kettle softly whispered, steam rose through the light. Nothing felt forgotten, everything felt right. Some mornings stay forever inside the heart. Hope arrived with daylight. Before the morning birds began their little songs, the world was still enough to know where I belong. Now every early sunrise brings before the morning birds. Maybe peace wakes first. Before the sun. Before the sun. Morning came without a warning. The truck was packed outside. I took one look behind me before the long drive. The wind found every memory I forgot to hide. Goodbyes rarely sound loud. Leaving with the windows down, breathing in the air, taking little pieces of my hometown everywhere. Now every autumn morning feels like that first drive, leaving with the windows down. The grain field slowly disappeared beyond the mirror's view, but every mile ahead of me still carried something true. Some places never leave us, even after goodbye. Leaving with the windows down, breathing in the air, taking little pieces of my hometown everywhere. Now every autumn morning feels like that first drive, leaving with the windows down. You can leave the map behind, not the memory. Not the memories. The town grew soft and gentle as the daylight disappeared. Evening knew our names. Every window glowed at dusk like a welcome home. Every little light said we'd never be alone. Now every autumn sunset paints the same old view. Every window glowed at dusk. The curtains slowly settled. The laughter filled the air. Dinner waiting on the table. Love was everywhere. The smallest lights burned the brightest. Home was made of moments. Every window glowed at dusk like a welcome home. Every little light said we'd never be alone. Now every autumn sunset paints the same old view. Every window glowed at dusk. The curtains slowly settled. The laughter filled the air. Dinner waiting on the table. Love was everywhere. The smallest lights burned the brightest. Home was made of moments. Darkness never felt so warm. With every light inside.
I took the long way home today, past fields already turning gold. Every fence and mailbox looked just like before. The afternoon was quiet enough to hear my thoughts. Some roads deserve more time. A long way through September, under open skies. Sometimes getting lost again helps you realize home was never waiting, it was walking by my side. Long way through September. A red-tailed hawk was circling above the harvest wind. Funny how familiar things can make you young again. Nothing had to happen for everything to matter. The silence said enough. A long way through September, under open skies. Sometimes getting lost again helps you realize home was never waiting, it was walking by my side. A long way through September. The best roads don't need a destination, only daylight left. halfway through September. The best roads don't need a destination, only daylight left. Nothing needed fixing, not that afternoon. The mower sat beside the shed, still smelling like June. Dad was on the back steps, watching clouds roll by. We had nowhere else to be. Nothing needed fixing, everything felt right. Simple little moments stayed with me for life. Now every lazy weekend finds me back out there. Nothing needed fixing. The dog slept in the shade, the fence leaned just enough. Nobody complained about the little stuff. Maybe that's what peace was, a slow and steady day. Nothing needed fixing. Nothing needed fixing. Everything felt right. Simple little moments stayed with me for life. Now every lazy weekend finds me back out there. Nothing needed fixing. The richest days asked for nothing except our time. Except our time.
Saving Sunday for home before another week. Coffee on the front steps, birdsong in the trees. No plans were ever needed to fill the afternoon. Rest came naturally, saving Sunday for home where my heart belongs. Every quiet hour still feels soft and strong. Now every Sunday morning calls me back again. Saving Sunday for home. Grandma waved from down the road. Kids rode by on bikes. Someone laughed across the yard. Everything felt right. The day moved slowly, just enough. Time smiled a little longer. Every quiet hour still feels soft and strong. Now every Sunday morning calls me back again, saving Sunday for home. Best days asked for nothing more than being together. Raindrops found the old tin roof like a slow, familiar tune. The daylight softened quietly in the middle of June. We stayed beside the window, listening to the sky. Storms never lasted long, watching rain on tin roofs while the world slowed down. Every little heartbeat became the only sound. Now every summer rainfall brings me back once more, watching rain on tin roofs. The clouds drifted farther west, the air turned fresh and clean. The fields beyond the hillside were greener than I'd seen. Some afternoons still linger after all these years. Rain washed everything but memories. Watching rain on tin roofs while the world slowed down. Every little heartbeat became the only sound. Now every summer rainfall brings me back once more, watching rain on tin roofs. Every storm leaves room for sunlight again. The birds began to sing. The birds began to sing. Now every summer rainfall brings me back once more, watching rain on tin roofs while the world slowed down. Every little heartbeat became the only sound. Now every summer rainfall brings me back once more, watching rain on tin roofs.
Where the gravel road ends, the open fields begin. The wind still knows the stories of everywhere we've been. The sunset crossed the fences without making a sound. the gravel road ends, my heart slows down again. Every faded fence post still feels like an old friend. Now every drive back home starts with that same view, where the gravel road ends. The last mailbox leans sideways, just like years ago. The old oak kept its promise, never letting go. Some places never change, 'cause they don't have to. The road still leads me home. Where the gravel road ends, oh, my heart slows down again. Every faded fence post still feels like an old friend. Now every drive back home starts with that same view, where the gravel road ends. Home was never at the end of the road. It was the journey back. Where the gravel road ends, my heart slows down again. Every faded fence post still feels like an old friend. Now every drive back home starts with that same view, where the gravel road